Chapter 28. The Demon's Spire. Plurring took only a few precious breaths to gather his remaining strength. He knew that every second wasted was another second Kunam was closer to success. As he stepped through the great castle doors, which gaped open like the maw of hell, a bone-deep chill instantly assaulted him. The inside of the castle was another world entirely. There was no sound but the echo of his own footsteps along the dark corridors. Torches on the walls burned with a ghastly green-blue flame, illuminating stone carvings that depicted not the glories of a noble family, but grotesque scenes of mythological demons tearing humans and gods apart with savage cruelty. His instinct screamed that something was watching him from the shadows, but he had no choice but to press forward. He could feel the most intense energy radiating from the tallest central spire of the castle. A spiral staircase leading upward seemed to stretch into infinity. As he set foot on the first step, ancient runes carved into the stone stairs flashed to life in unison. Instantly, dozens of skeletal soldiers in archaic armor erupted from the stone floor around him. The empty sockets of their skulls blazed with the same blue fire as the torches on the walls. They were the Soulless Legion, the castle's guardians, programmed to slaughter any intruder. "Here we go again," Plurring muttered. He didn't have time to fight every single one. The skeleton army swarmed him without a sound, only the grating clash of bone and armor. Plurring's sword flashed, shattering skeletons with ease, but it was futile. The scattered bone fragments would simply levitate and reassemble themselves in the blink of an eye. He realized that as long as the runes on the stairs glowed, this army was immortal. He had to get to the source of the power. The young warrior immediately changed his strategy. Instead of a direct fight, he used his speed and agility. He dodged the skeletal soldiers' blades, vaulted onto the banister, and began scaling the tower wall, leaving the undying army scrambling to follow below. But Kunam had prepared for more than that. As Plurring reached a higher level, the stone stairs suddenly dissolved, transforming into a steep ramp from which razor-sharp enchanted blades shot out from the walls. Plurring was forced to use his sword to parry and time his leaps, narrowly avoiding the deadly traps. The higher he climbed, the thinner and more oppressive the air became. The concentrated dark magic within the spire began to take a direct toll on his body. The pain from the wound on his back intensified as if seared by fire. He could feel his consciousness start to blur. "Anjali," he whispered her name, a mantra to fuel his will. Finally, he reached the top of the spiral. A massive door carved with the face of a roaring demon stood before him. The most intense and malevolent energy bled from it. Plurring knew that whatever waited behind this door was the final trial before he could face Kunam himself. Taking a deep breath, he tightened his grip on his sword and used all his strength to push the demonic gate open. Creak. The door slowly swung inward, revealing a wide, empty chamber. There was no army, no traps. There was only an ancient altar in the center of the room, and upon it, a man sat meditating with his eyes closed. He wore a suit of ancient armor, similar to the skeletons, but far more complete and elegant. A massive greatsword was planted in the stone floor beside him. As he heard the door open, he slowly opened his eyes. They were not burning with fire, but were calm and as cold as death itself. And most shocking of all, the face revealed beneath the shadow of his helm was Plurring's own, a perfect reflection. "I have awaited you, bloodline of the night. I am the guardian Ashura,